listen to it.
But yeah, I want to talk about quickly, just talking on adulting, because obviously everyone's finishing uni now.
Yeah.
And it's like, so we're gonna bring on like elders where we can speak on that more, where they can help us. But right now it's like, what is adulting? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is like finishing uni? Because you finished now, innit? You're about to.
In the next couple
so
of
it's
weeks.
like, what are you looking forward to in adulting, and what are you not looking forward to at the same time? Because there's a big step. Like, people think like, oh, you need to adult. Obviously, you're an adult already because you're 18, but there's that adult after uni that's like actually
when you're out the school system. Because I feel like even I think about it sometimes, like obviously the transition. I've made the full transition, so I've gone from basically nursery, reception, primary school, secondary school, sixth form, straight to uni, and then now it's like 3 years uni, boom, done. And now it's like you're so used to being in a system of whereby someone telling you to do your direction.
There's a structure to do.
There's structure to stuff. So now it's like that structure's gone, and it's like it's all up to you on what you want to do. If you want to stay home, sleep all day, you can do that. If you want to, obviously, people's got bills. You got bills to pay, so you're gonna have to pay the bills. So with adulting, it's just one of them things I've been thinking about. Is like, I don't know. I just need structure, creating structure for myself that makes sense for me. Because in school, let's be real, like you don't really have a choice. Uni, there's leeway.
You don't have a choice, but
you still got deadlines.
Yeah, because you've paid money as well that you don't want to waste all that.
But you've got deadlines and shit. But I feel like one of the things I'm looking forward, or one of the things I'm dreading is maybe going into work, because I'm eventually gonna go into work. But I feel like I'm gonna try and
take a little break first.
Yeah, take a little break. Then I'm gonna go into work, and then obviously from there navigate my way through and try and make something out of life and stuff. Because I've got obviously plans as well of stuff I want to do as well. So that's another thing I'll say to people is that we're all living like fast, and even me, I live fast. Sometimes I'm living too fast. So I gotta say, but sometimes you just gotta stop and just sit down and kind of like, it's okay. It's good to like plan stuff.
Yeah,
like plan your life. Plan your life out and figure out
short-term, long-term goals.
Exactly, short-term, long-term goals. That's good to have, and look at where you want to be in life. And if you don't reach some goals, that's fine. Like it's just another. It's still a goal that you want to reach. Just make sure that you go hard and you can reach it. But yeah, as I was saying, like it's good to like sometimes just sit down, like slow down, like. Just stop everything. Yeah. Obviously, cool. You have work and stuff, but like take some time to reflect and think about like what you want to do in the future. Because a lot of the time, I feel like us as young people, like, and we mentioned it before, we see what other people are doing, and like it's like you kind of like
comparison is a thief of joy, man.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like we need to sometimes just like forget about everything else that's going on around the world, just for like couple seconds, split second, and then just take some time to reflect on ourselves and then think about what we want to do, where we want to be in life in the next coming years, and then just go from there, man.
No, I love that, because for me, because I've always had to like kind of be an adult from early, just because firstborn, African household, moving out of the house to go pursue basketball, going to America. It's like I feel like adulting is just understanding that each day is another opportunity to be better.
100%.
And what I say about that is, like you said, everyone is on a fast lane, but too many people are existing and not living. And I've said this a couple times already on this pod, innit?
I like that.
But my point back to that is saying, life is like a race, innit? Every point, every lap, you go around, so whether that's every month, every day, every week, every hour, there's checkpoints you have to go through. What I tell people all the time is, have a pit stop in that checkpoint, and like you said, plan, or sometimes just look at yourself and admire yourself. And when I say admire yourself, bro, we're our own biggest critics. And why I say this is wrong is because not even trying to go too biblical, but God loves all of us, right?
100%.
God loves us for our mistakes. The Bible even says His strength is in our weaknesses. So why do we critique ourselves more than God does? And God is perfect. Remember, God is our creator, right? So what I'm saying all of this basically is, we need to understand to love ourselves, innit? And a lot of man,
Self-love
adulting is
important.
going to be easy when you learn how to love yourself and you learn how to realize that God loves you. And as long as you have that, you don't need nothing else. And I feel like adulting is misconstrued in the world now, where we believe that adulting means you have to go find love elsewhere.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with finding love, but the truth is you don't need to find love. Love will meet you.
100%.
Because when you love yourself, you start going around people and environments where you will get that. And I feel like adulting, people also need to understand that when I go back to criticism is it's okay to make mistakes.
100%. We're all gonna make
Nobody's
mistakes.
perfect.
We're all young.
You're
Man.
not Christ. Even if people judge you, so what? You don't know what, bro. And a lot of times is when people judge you, they're only trying to blame the insecurities upon you.
Exactly.
And I was reading, and I was like, just listening to like this sermon. Someone sent me. She just blessed me with it. It was like, you gotta be careful in your life who you're taking opinions from or advice from.
100.
Don't take advice from someone who hasn't been in your situation or doesn't know what it's like to be in your situation. Also, be careful the advice people give you, because again, we were talking about starting this pod in our first episode and how we're talking to each other, and we didn't really go out for outside influences. We just said to each other, let's do it.
Yeah.
And after listening to that sermon and what we did, why I enjoyed what we did even more by just starting it was like, he said it's like, sometimes you go looking for advice and some people put their own fears and their own rejection upon you.
Yeah.
So what they're giving you is not an opinion, it's just a public acclamation of their own uncertainty and insecurities. So what I mean by that is, what someone else fears, they put that fear upon you because what they want to be is that they don't want to be alone in that fear.
Yeah.
And what I tell people all the time is heal so you can be able to accept when someone comes into your life to help, but also heal so that you're not a burden to other people. And bro, another thing is, in adulting, learn how to say no. Learning how to say, my mom always told me this, learning how to say no is one of the most important things in life, and it'll save you from a lot of stuff. Because at the end of the day, you can't give if you're in a desert of dry land yourself.
Facts.
Or neither.
Say that again.
You can't give if you're in a desert of dry land yourself, where there's no fruits inside you. And what I mean by that is, there's nothing that you're growing that you can give to others. Because at the end of the day, if you're giving something that's empty towards someone else, what you're actually doing is you're sucking off them and then become a parasite. And again, if you don't learn how to say no, you invite leeches and parasites into your life. And what parasites are is they feed off other living things to live themselves. So what you think you're doing by helping someone's actually sucking and bloodlusting off you, to whereas you're a lesser version of yourself. So saying all these things is not to sound preachy or nothing, but I'm saying this is like, you need to understand as an adult, you need to cultivate your culture, you need to cultivate your environment, you need to cultivate your habits. Put yourselves around people who are better than you. Not as good as you, better than you. Why? Because you're striving to be something better. And
people that are striving to
be better.
To be better.
And that's why people need to understand that maturity isn't an age thing. We said this before, but maturity is the process of outgrowing things that used to fit you. And whether that's clothes, whether that's cuisine, whether that's morals. So what I mean by that is, what was good for me yesterday, in the next week, I want to outgrow that. Not because I'm doing it to say I'm better than this, but if you stay in the same place after a while, you're gonna go backwards.
And we spoke. Sorry to cut you off. And we've spoken about it in terms of mindsets. Like the mindset that we may have now, by the time we're 25, next 3-4 years,
shouldn't have that same mindset.
Yeah, like certain mindsets.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some mindsets that we may have now. that are in your
Yeah,
life
yeah,
you
yeah.
always need, but there's other mindsets whereby it's like you need to cut it out, like, because you're at a certain point in your life whereby you shouldn't be thinking like this. Like,
No,
like,
not
you should
at all,
outgrow that
Not at
mindset.
all, man.
And we've spoken about that before, about how guys, like, especially young guys, young boys as well, young guys and girls, whereby you're still having the same sort of similar mind or still same mindset from 5 years ago, and people around you have outgrown that mindset, and it's like.
And bro, we need to get out of this thing of me, myself, and I in life, especially adulting. Like, we glorify that too much. And I don't know how you. This is just me. I don't. Maybe you might feel, because for me, I feel like.
But adulting's tough though. Adulting's
it's tough. But I'm saying, and that's why you need someone else, bro. Because what I'm saying is, humans. Let's just break this down. Humans are very sensory beings, right? And what I mean by that is we're very sensitive. So to touch, to smell, to this, everything. So again, we're also very sensitive to our emotions. But the problem with humans is that this skin we have is only just dead, dry skin. So what I mean by that is anything you're trying to hold in needs an outlet. There's no outlets in our body. So if you don't have someone you can lean on, talk to, rely on, that what you're holding in is going to become an impulse. And that impulse can lead to good or bad things depending on your upbringing, your character, and your moral. And what I'm saying is, don't be by yourself just because there are certain burdens you aren't meant to go through alone. And life will throw you many, many, many things. And that's why
100%.
I always tell people, live life, don't exist. Those who exist will just try to take everything in and try to do everything by themselves, not knowing that what they took to do in 10 years by themselves, they could have done in 6 months with someone else.
And you know what's so crazy? It's so sick that you mentioned that, because people have, we mentioned it before. I think we mentioned it before. But people are having that conversation whereby it's like, oh, like owning this, owning that. But it's like, if you're owning something 100% and it's all you, it may take you 10 years, like you just mentioned. But if you were to do a partnership with someone, that I think we talk about it in terms of like destiny helpers.
Destiny helpers,
like like there's people out there that stuff that may take you, let's say something that may take us 1 year to do, our destiny helper can help us take it, whereby it takes us flipping like a month or a week. Like,
and this is what someone said to me. And guys, listen to this. Like, please, like, if you want to know if someone's in your life to help you, this is the one thing they'll do. They'll keep your focus. And what I mean by that is, Ben, how many people in your life have you met that distract you?
Loads.
Anyone could distract you, bro. How many people can help you focus? Not everyone.
Not very few people.
And I feel like a lot of people
I could probably count on my hands.
Obviously, yeah, facts. Pray to God about it, but realistically, you know yourself. Obviously, God knows you more than you know yourself. But apart from you, no one knows you more than you know yourself. So look at yourself. Evaluate who in your life right now is helping you to focus. That could be on your hobby, your education, your lifestyle. But who's coming to distract you? Anybody in this world can come to distract you. And you may just think of it as, oh, it's my friend. No. Your friends will... friendship should be... You know what friendship is? Friendship is a community of doing what's best for everyone in that environment. Friendship is someone to lean on, someone that can tell the truth, someone that you can go to in all matter of manners, whatever you want to do. But there's also, like you said, there's destiny helpers and there's destiny blockers or destiny... What's the word I'm looking for?
Agents.
Destiny. What's the word I'm looking for? When you're prolonging something,
where someone slows down the process.
Yeah. What's that? It's in my head. There's destiny. You might know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Basically, someone that slows down your focus. So something that may take you 6 months now is taking you, because this person is coming to your life and you've allowed them into your life.
There's
you've allowed them to influence you.
So what I'm trying to say about that is, like, anyone can distract you. Anyone can tell you, let's go party. Not that party's wrong. Anyone can tell you, let's go drink. Let's go do this. But who can tell you, nah, bro, you gotta fix this today because it ain't tomorrow promised. Or how many people can tell you, nah, bro, this ain't your best work, do this again. How many people can tell you, nah, bro, like, you know what, this is good, but if I help you, you can do better. You know what I'm saying? How many people can do that to you? Because at the end of the day, bro, we're all running this race together. And if you try to run it alone, you're gonna carry a burden that you cannot lift. And you're just going to be living... Life ain't meant to be something where you're struggling all the time. So I tell people, bro, whether you're a billionaire, a millionaire, you got £10 in your pocket. I know man that are broke, that are living good. And not to say money don't buy happiness, because money does buy happiness. Don't ever listen to no one tells you that. Money don't bring you joy, but it brings you happiness. Happiness and joy are two different things. I don't want to go into that. But what I'm saying is, there's people in your life that you may look down upon, but they're actually the step ladder to your destiny, bro. And that's what I tell people. Never, ever, ever feel like you're too important for something. Yesterday, bro, I go home at 3 a.m. I went to the motive. Yeah, everyone say motive, but I went to celebrate my sister. Because God forbid, remember when we said, you never know the last time you'll see someone, bro?
Yeah, facts.
And I said to her, and I said to myself, I know I'm going to get home late, but bro, she's turning 26. You turn 26 once in your whole life. Who am I to say, because it's going to be far? Nah, man. I'm going to go celebrate with my friend, man. But literally, that's it. That's adulting to me, man. Sacrifices.
Adulting, like, it's not easy though. At the same time,
nah, man.
And it's understandable whereby people may just isolate themselves, because sometimes you need to focus. Like we mentioned, people may distract you, so you may need to focus. And sometimes there's certain things in life whereby it's just you just need to be alone
and I hear that and
go.
And you know what? Talking about friends, people say, "Oh, how can you isolate if you have friends?" Your friends will even tell you, but you need to isolate. You need to get off social media. Just let me know every day you're okay, then I know you're fine. Because that's like me, to a point where Ben knows me. There's times I'm off the grid, bro. Like, off the grid. But what I've learned is, as a good friend, not even in a friendship, but as a good friend, let your people know you're fine so they don't worry, because your friends worry about you. But they also know that Steven needs his time alone, because whether he needs to go study the word, or whether he just needs to recalibrate. Someone gave me this advice and I've been doing it. On my birthday month, just for the month of May, I always jump off socials, because it's a time for me to reflect on the past year before I get into my new year. It's a time for me to rejoice. It's time for me to look on things I haven't done well. But I also feel like sometimes you need time to reflect on your own self, like you said. Like, guys, like, it's not weird. Get a journal, get a diary, like, write down.
For me, it's just my iPhone.
Your iPhone, literally, like, or take a week off. Even if you can't take a week off, take a day off every 2 weeks off socials. And just give time to yourself. See things you're missing out on that because you're on socials, you can't see. Because the truth is, adulting is, like people said, social media is people's highlights. Social media is people's highlights. They ain't gonna show you the low light. Nope. It's what people want you to see of them. So in fact, if you think about it, everything's a facade, nothing's real. Because they're not showing you their bad days. And it's like an iceberg.
Because everyone has.
And the iceberg, over 80% of an iceberg, what you see on the top is only 20%. 80% is below. It's below sea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta understand that whatever you're struggling with, like, don't think you're the only one. And be public about your struggles. Because at the end of the day, no, bro, I'm saying it in a certain way where it's like, I'm not saying be public, like, tell the whole world. But public can also mean tell your close friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because what I mean by that is,
because I'll be so real.
You can't get help if no one knows you're hurting.
Like, I'll be like, sorry to cut you off, but I'll be real. You brothers that, or whoever, humans, let me just say, guys or girls, that you're putting your phone out and you're crying to the camera. It's like, stop doing that. That's stupid to me. I'll be so real. I'm sorry. I know we're having a little moment.
No.
But that, to me, that shit's dumb. Like, for example, like when it comes to, like, for example, like in terms of like uni, like anytime I was going through stress with uni, and for example, the man that want to hop out and chill, I'm like, this, or I'm on placement, like, I'm not in the mood, so I'll be like, yo.
You man, go do your thing.
Like, uni, do your thing. I'm like, I got uni shit to handle. You man, do your thing. I'll let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
But even like one of my boys, shout at him. He messaged me like, "Yo, what's going on with like uni, this, that, and the other?" I explained the situation, everything else. He was like, "Okay, cool." Like, it's that simple. Like, so in terms of being public, I get what you're saying to friends. Like, and as you said, like, let your friends know sometimes that you're good.
Yeah,
like,
man. That's
just give them your close and give them context. But to me, going on socials.
Going on socials has never been the answer. I agree with you. It's never been the answer.
I've mentioned it before. If you check my Insta bio, it says that you only see the good times, because I'll be so real. Like, I'm not coming online to be telling people my struggles. Like, to me, that's your struggles, cool. Like, your close friends, cool. But I don't need. What's that? How is that going to benefit me in any way? Like,
bro, it's the world we live in. Everyone wants to monetize everything. Like, do you know what it is, guys? Understand, sympathy is good, but sympathy is not going to change your situation.
It's crazy, because I was literally going to say,
sympathy
I hate
is not going to change your situation.
I hate people feeling
because the only problem is you are the one that can change your situation.
Exactly. You're
with help, of course, but sympathy alone will not change your situation.
Exactly.
So you go in public, it's not changing. If you're broke and you're going to cry, you can cry more. Me saying Pele is okay.
It's just words. After them words, the sound travels, it evaporates into the air. It's gone. Now it's up to you. Now it's up to you to sort out what you need to sort out. So
legit. But yeah, that's what I always say. Have people you can rely on, bro. Family ain't always blood. I tell people that, bro. And bro, don't think it's weird to call someone your family, bro. If someone's your family and you know that they're through with you, call them family. Tell them you love them. Tell them all this.
My friend. I regard my friends probably one of the closest people, like, in my life.
Man.
Like, they're
bro,
family.
Some of my friends are closest to me than my cousins, and I'm so fine with them.